Jinsey. How are you doing? I'm 2 minutes late. But, well, here we are. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Jinsey, hi. I'm sorry, I'm late. You thought I was not doing the live today? Today I even had a schedule. I was like, you know what? Let's try this one. How are you doing? Let's spin this. I was about to put myself in moderation. Jinsey, how was your night? How was your day? Today I look so oily. Like I look so glowy, right? I look very, very glowy. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Jinsey, what time is it? 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 What time is it, my love? Let's see. What did you spend your day doing? No, things like those. How is your day looking like? Or you've started it right now. What time is it in your place right now? Didn't say. Do you have class today? Do you have class today, Jinsey? Let's see if I'm getting this line. It's your last day of school. My goodness, how does it feel? And then you go for break, or what are you guys doing? You break for the term or something like that. This hair of mine is always standing like in a very weird direction. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, girl. Today I've joined early so that you can get time to familiarize yourself with things and with people. Thank you so much. Hi, can you wish my friend Ham from Boston happy birthday, please? Okay. Chrissy, how are you doing? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Okay, so Ham, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ham. Happy birthday to you. Shahi, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Can you please say my account? Sean, hi Sean, how are you doing? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Jincy, you see, Griselda is here today. Chris is here on time, as usual, as usual, as usual. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. It's someone's birthday. Yes, it is Ham's birthday. We've told, is Ham a he or a she? We've told them happy birthday. Adrian, God bless Brazil. Amen. Preet, thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like. Tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning. It's mine too. Sahi, how old are you turning? We'll sing for you happy birthday. Courtney, hi, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining. You know, what's good? Everything is bad. Hi, Frey, how are you doing? Sahi, how old are you turning? I got a pet. Which one? Which pet did you get? 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 Silho. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Shai, you're turning 12. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Shahi. Happy birthday to you. Courtney. Hi, Frey. How are you doing? You subscribe. Thank you so much. Pet cat. What is the name of your pet cat? Boy or girl? Yes, exactly. What's good? We've put you on timeout because you cannot be saying things that... yeah, is it a boy or a girl? You're welcome, welcome. Do you want $100? Are you willing to give me $100? I'm turning 8. Amaya, how are you doing? Would you like to hear my poetry? Ali Rilik, yes, we would like to hear our poetry anytime. Just type it and then I'll read it out loud. Is that okay? Jincy, it's a boy. Oh, what's the name? 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 Alaric, wonderful, wonderful. My king arrives this... Okay, let's start. Wonderful, wonderful. My king arrives this year in fire. It brings great promise of the ritual now. Dance with me, my friend. The crowd awaits. Show them your worth of a starring role. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Viku, thank you so much. Dia, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Thank you so much, Dia. Thank you so much. I love your name. I love your name. It's Dia, like, oh, it has a very nice, like, twist to it. Oh my goodness, that's a very beautiful name. Don't you think so, dear? Is that not a beautiful name? Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Jincy, I'm not saying that I voiced the character Alaric. You voiced the character Grim in Hollow Knight. I don't even know what that is. Dear Grace, your name is beautiful. It's called Davis. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's a very nice name. That's a very nice name. Thank you so much. Be right back. It's okay, Chrissy. We'll be here waiting for you. You're a poet. A game. Oh, it's a game. I didn't know if it's a game. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in. Hi girl, just dropped my song. Give it a try. Make sure to subscribe and then comment in one of my previous posts. Blaze, I'm sorry, I can't remember your name. I'm sorry. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna comment in any of my previous posts. so that I can, not this live specifically, go back to any of my posts, even if it's a short, comment there, and then I'll look it up. It's okay. Hollow Knight is a game, lol. Davis, I'm sorry. Oh, Davis, your name is the same as Quincy's cat. Thank you so much, dear. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, dear. I literally love your name. Your name has like, I'm gonna call my daughter that sometime. Go comment so that I can remember her name. Go comment in any of my previous videos so that I can remember her name, and then I'll call, as I said, I'll call my daughter that one time. I have to. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Search my name, it will pop up. Blaze, that's the, I'm saying, I won't remember your name by the time I'm done with the live, because I always go live for 2 hours plus. So that's what I'm saying. Do this. Go to any of my previous posts and then comment, and then I'll look up your name. You've gotten my point. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Today is a beautiful day. The sun is, let me tell you something. So, yesterday, it was as bright as it's today. Then I was like, you know what? Let me do a hot girl walk to, tone down my muscles and everything. No sooner had I started walking than it started raining. And then where I am from, there are no vehicles or anything. So if you don't get it from the original point of where you had started your journey, you're not getting it. So I was rained on very terribly. I don't think I'm doing that mistake yesterday. And then I was not wearing anything that is rain-worthy kind of thing, because it was hectic. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, subscribe, like, and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Guys, we like that. We like that. We like the movement. We like the progress. I want people to go and check. If you are here up until now, send me your favorite emoji and tell me what is your favorite color. And also, one of you should go and check how many subscribers we are at right now. How many subscribers are we at right now? Someone should just go and check. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, subscribe, like, and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. You know what? Let me explain for you the whole shabang of me telling you. Oh, you guys were commenting. Sorry, I didn't scroll. I'm sorry. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'll go and check it later. Okay. Davis, thank you so much. Blaze, you said bye. You're a singer. I'm not a singer. I don't think so. I'll be back in 20 minutes. Chrissy will be waiting for you. What, Davis, what does NKG mean? What does NKG mean? NKG means what? I'll tell my brother to sub and like. Thank you so much, Grace. Thank you so much, Grace. Thank you so much. Alaric, it's okay. I didn't see your messages. I just hung somewhere. I'm sorry about that. John Angelo, hi, how are you doing? Thank you so much. Jincy, it's your mother's birthday. What's your mother's name? We'll sing for her happy birthday. Where are you from? Rochelle, I'm from Kenya. Where are you from? Diary of Netaya. Beautiful girl. I'm new subscriber. Thank you so much. Rivaya, thank you so much. Alaric, show Hegale, Adi. Alaric, what does that mean? Subscribe, Dan. Where am I from? I'm sorry I was not answering. Now she's 30. Oh, she's 30. Oh, that's nice. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jinsy's mother. Happy birthday to you. May 5th was my birthday. But we can sing for you. Rivara, how old are you turning? Jinsy, I gotta go. It's okay. Nightmare King Grim. I'm from Russia. Alaric, Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Chimeri, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. I'm sorry, for a minute there, I was not scrolling, so my messages were, hi, Mayok, how are you doing? Rivara, in the ninth, what is happening in the ninth? What is happening in the ninth? What's happening in the ninth? What's happening in the ninth? What's happening in the ninth, Rivara? Yes, yeah, John Angelo, hi, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Hi, oh, Rivara, you are 9, sorry. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rivara. Riva, sorry. Rivaha. Happy birthday to you. John Angelo, hi. John Angelo, I've been saying hi. Clock it, clock it. You're welcome, Riva. You're welcome. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. If anyone has a birthday, we are opening. I mean, it's up my birthday today. Wishing happy birthday. I'm turning 13 today. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mayork. Happy birthday to you. It feels nice, right? You should. Yeah, happy birthday, May. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Riva. Happy birthday, Kinsey's mother. You should share a piece of cake with me also. You know what? You know what? If we hit 4K, I'm gonna buy a cake and then come and cut for everyone. That's a deal. That's a deal. We are 3 points. Can someone go and check quickly and tell me where we are at? John Angelo, I already done. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. May you're welcome. You're welcome. Wishing you all the best. Wishing you all the best. We love birthdays. We're big on birthdays. So if you're eating 4K, you're getting a cake, definitely. You're very happy. John Angelo, where are you tuning in from? Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Sarah Lynn, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining. What's your age? I'm above 18. That's the reason why I can hold a live session. The rest I'm not saying. John Angela, happy birthday to you. It's not my birthday. It's May York's, Rivara, and Quincy's mother. It's not my birthday. My birthday was last month. But when you reach 4K, we're getting a cake. Hi, Omni. How are you doing? Omni, you're back. I've missed you. I've missed you. I've not seen you for a long time in my live sessions. It's been a hot minute. It's been a very, very, very. If you can hear me, comment something. If you can hear me, comment something. Okay. Sorry, John Angelo. I don't know what happened there. Nemaka. Oh, my birthday is not today. Name a car for an edit. Fanny, Jeep Wrangler. Anytime, Jeep Wrangler. Edit the Jeep Wrangler. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Thank you for that, John. Thank you for that. I couldn't have noticed I'm on mute until you mentioned it. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Fanny said, name a car for an edit. I live in Kenya. My car of choice will be a Jeep Wrangler. Anytime. A Jeep Wrangler. I don't mind the color. I just want a Jeep Wrangler. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Also, if you're in the live, the reason why I'm saying subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from, so that if you subscribe, you can always know every time I'm online. And also, if you tell me where you're tuning from, my conversation is gonna be interesting. So YouTube is gonna recommend my video to everyone. Hi, how are you? You're back. I missed you on yesterday's live. I saw you on the previous day's live, yeah. And then if you tell me where you're tuning in from, it gets the conversation going. If you like the live, YouTube is knowing that this live is interesting, people are liking. And if you comment, YouTube knows this live is engaging, so I'm talking to someone. What country are you from? I'm from Kenya. Why did you not? Oh, it's because you did not. Oh, I should call you Axie. Axie, hi. It's because you don't subscribe. You did not turn on all notifications. When you're subscribing, make sure to turn all notifications so that you can be notified every time I'm going live. Like, it will just be there. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Yes, I'm from Kenya. Where are you from? Also, I want one of you to go and see how many subscribers we are at right now. Thank you so much, Sleepy Mickey House. Thank you so much. Hi, Jackie Mumbi. How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, subscribe, like, and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. One of you should be a darling and go and tell me how many subscribers we are at the moment. I said if we hit 4K, we are getting a cake. If we hit 4K, we are getting a cake and cutting the cake into whatever. Thank you. Hey, Freddy, Sleepy, I'm asleep. Thank you so much, Sleepy, my Mikey House. Hi, Pradi, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining. You got Discord? I don't. Explain to me how Discord works and then I'll get it. Should I live stream it the same way I'm live streaming on YouTube? What am I doing on Discord, Pradi? Explain it to me. Do I get monetized? Explain Discord to me. Thank you so much for bringing that here, because I want to get it, but I don't know what I'm doing with it. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. You're so pretty. Thank you, God. Love you lots. I love getting compliments like this early in the morning. My day is here right now. My day is here. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining, thank you so much for joining. If you're joining, make sure to subscribe, like, and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Also, someone should go and check how many subscribers we are right now. We can hit even 5K right now, 4K, and then you guys will be like, we want the cake. I'm sad because Mala and Peter are not here. Chrissy, don't worry, they'll get here. Mala has school. Peter, maybe it's a bit early for her. You're blessed with goodness. Thank you so much, Sleepy Michael. Thank you. Why the hell, supermarket, why the hell are you saying, do I look like a slave to you? The audacity. You're getting blocked. You're blessed. Thank you so much, Sleepy. Thank you. You're making me feel I'm here. I'm feeling very superior. Thank you so much for making my day. Thank you so much. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and can you mod me, by the way? Put you as a moderator. Why? I already have a moderator. And my rules for moderation are very simple. You have to have joined my live session, my 3 continuous live sessions. You've not joined 3. You've not joined 3. You've only joined 2. So maybe on the next one. Do you believe in Jesus? Sleepy Michael, yes. Mikey, sorry. Sleepy Mickey, yes, I do believe in Jesus. Do you believe in Jesus? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's as simple as that. I just can't be putting... My moderator is not in my life right now. She's asleep or she has school. So you only see her on weekends, and it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. What do you think a moderator does? Hi, Ordinary Blaze. Who is Ordinary Blaze? Ordinary Blaze. Who is Ordinary Blaze? Thank you so much. I believe in Jesus as well. Why do you believe in Jesus? Tell us something, a fact that can make the non-Jesus believers believe in Jesus. A YouTuber. Okay, Google. Ahmad, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for me. She was in your live right now. Oh, no, now you see the problem with me. I can't see the people that are in my live. It's not like YouTube. Okay, Mahara, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like. Axie, see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for stopping by. Did you like this live today? Did you like today's live? Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, guys. I said someone should go and check how many subscribers we are at right now. Love you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Love you. Lots of love. So if you add the other your hand here, it will be a full love. So I'm giving you half of it. Oh my god. Sleepy, who is your sister? Who is your sister? Who is your sister? Who's your sister? I genuinely want to know who's your sister. Jackie, I'm at 3.91k subscribers. Sophia. No, tell me the name that she uses when joining. Maybe she's not been saying her name. Most of the times people don't say their names. But tell her I love her too. Thank you so much. Jackie, we are at 3.91. Yes. We are almost hitting 4K. We can hit 4K by the end of next week. We can hit 4K. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Thank you so much, guys. We are 3.91. We ought to hit 3.92 by the end of the live, right? Or 3.93. We ought to. Thank you so much, Jackie. Thank you so much. They are locks. Are you from? Yes, I'm from Africa, Sleepy. I'm from Africa. Kenya, to be specific. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. You're so lucky. I only have 12 subscribers. Chrissy, I've been in live for so long. Is it really? Chrissy, 1 minute first of all. Sleepy, I'm answering in a minute. Chrissy, I did not start YouTube the other day. So it's continuous showing up and everything. You're gonna get there where I am at right now. Don't worry about it. Also, when I started going live, I didn't get used to have so many people who are engaging like right now. Like you, the trio, the girlies, and there's some people are coming every time. Is it really hot at Africa? Right now it's not extremely hot. It's here and there, here and then. It's not extremely hot. Where I live, in the part I live in Kenya, it's not extremely hot. It's bearable, it's not. Nimesh, hi, how are you doing, Nimesh? Thank you so much for joining, Nimesh. Make sure to like this live today. Liking this live. Can I have a shout out? I just subscribed. Mark Vincent, thank you so much for joining. Make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Mark Vincent, where are you tuning in from? Mark Vincent, where are you tuning in from? We love people who say where they're tuning in from, so that you can get a connection. Nimesh, You make sure you check. My sister says she loves your nails. Thank you. I've still not changed them. Probably she's been seeing me live for this long. I'm planning to change. Ask her to give me a recommendation of what nails I should get next. But tell her I love bright colors. If she knows me, she knows that I love bright colors. Nimesh, do you have money? Do you have money? Advise me on how to get more subscribers. Chrissy, I'm gonna start by saying, like, you have to be consistent. You literally have to show up every time. You see, like me, for me to get this number of viewers and engagement on the live sessions, I'm always live every time. Am I not? Am I not? Am I not? Chris, you're always on my live channel. And then post long form, post short form, go live, all those things. You know, you have to try all those things so that you can know what works for you. And then also another thing that I would say, find a YouTuber in your country doing the same thing, doing something, and then copy what they're doing. Not exactly do what they're doing, like get an idea. If you're a lifestyle content creator, or if you are gaming, or if you're doing all those sort of things, find someone who does the same thing as you that you want and copy what they're doing, even their editing and everything. But you don't have to literally copy. So you get an idea from them and copy and see how their videos are trending and everything. And also another thing, find a time that works for you. Most people say that, oh, post in the evening, post in the morning, and so on and so on. I go live during the day. I go live at 11 most of the time. And then on weekends, I go in the evening. But again, my people will always come, my people. I've built a community. So strive on building a community more than getting followers. You get my point? Yeah. Don't worry, I'm reading all your comments. Hi, John Kaisa, how are you doing? Mark Vincent, you're from Philippines. That is so amazing. That is so amazing. That is so amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Vincent, what are we doing with Vincent? Also, if you type in another language, my phone is automatically translating to English. So like right now, John Kaisa is saying Vincent bag. I don't know what bag that means. My name, you're back. My name, you are back. My name, it's been a lot of time. Please read. Rada, how are you doing? I'm there, John Kaisa. I'm reading. I'm moving like with you, One. It's okay. Oh, it's okay, One. Baba, I see you tomorrow. Anon, hi, how are you doing? Nimesh, you have a lot of money. Good for you. Donate to some people. Good for you. We like people that have a lot of money. Are you using your money well? Using your money, yeah? You can donate to buy me coffee. You can donate to my PayPal so that I can believe you have a lot of money. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like. French County, Japan be like Kawaii, and mainland France be like Vive la France. I don't know what that is, but it's not showing on my live, but it's showing on my, like, I cannot be able to see it here. French, what are you saying? What do you mean by that? Because I'm not seeing it here, but I'm seeing it here. I have my laptop connected also, so that when I go mute, I can know how to unmute myself. Oh, I've seen it. Thank you so much. What does that mean, Frenchati County humans? Japan be like Japan be like being kawaii, and meanwhile in France be like Vive la France. I'm sorry, I don't get the reference point. Thank you so much for joining. Shall we get married? Send me money. Did Bentes tell you I said hi? We've not met. You were in her live. She went live, right? She will definitely tell me. She'll tell me. You know, when you finish live sessions, you are always tired. But if you said hi, she'll tell me. You saw her live. When was she live again? But I know she was live yesterday. My name. Did you say hi also? Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like. Tanisha, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. my goodness. I've swallowed. I don't even know what I've swallowed. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. 1 minute, I'm coming. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. I have to keep swiping like this because there's a minute. I was wondering why people are not commenting. Kumbe they had commented and all the comments were down here. So someone thought I was ignoring them. And I was not seeing the comments. Shocker. I look very bright. My goodness. My skin looks amazing. My skin looks... I should be giving you tips. I should be giving you tips. Thank you so much. Guys, what happened? But I've spoken for 36 minutes straight. Aravin, what are you saying ew for? I'm saying my skin looks amazing. See how shiny I look? I look impeccable. Can you look the same way that I look? Thomas, $1,000 for what? $1,000 for what? If you wanna feed the needy, it's okay. Send me. I'll feed the street children and so on. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Hi, Mint Loves. How are you doing? Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Thomas. Thank you. Make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Thomas and Mint, you guys have never been in my life. I'm waiting for your subscription. Keep the mouth closed and it will help so much. Aravin, which one? What are we talking about? J Cookies, thank you so much for joining. If you think oh, one minute. This is what we have to do. I'm sorry, I'm back. Come to new. Why we say J Cookies? I can't say that. Someone said I should not be saying that. Let's glow. I'm back. I said give me one. Can you slowly count from 10? I'll subscribe. 10, 9. Just subscribe and then we'll count. Hi, Night Glow. How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Where is she? I'm here. Thank you so much, the cookies. Thank you so much. Hi, it's Liz. How are you doing? Come to new. Thomas, I'm here. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure you subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. One of my class one. Thank you so much, J Cookies. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You guys are not telling me where you're tuning in from. Ndio nini fanyike? Sio pesa waweke nini?
Anisa alinipigia tena. Alipigia.
Kusema ni
kama tumepata hizo mayani na messages.
azi.
Niambia.
Messages tunapata kwa simu ama kwa WhatsApp?
WhatsApp.
Hakuna. How old? J Cookies, I'm above 18. That's the reason why I can hold a live session. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Kwani hizo cohort hazijaisha? Si zao zilishaisha tu, wamerudi shule ama?
Shule imefunguliwa. Unaona watu?
No, I'm not, but day 15 of asking for moderation. You've never, Jacob, not in my channel, you've never. So it's day already some. Thank you so much. Did you like the live though? Jacob Bell. You've been asking for 15 days, but you've never asked in this live session because I could have remembered you. It means you've not even subscribed, you've not even liked the live. Just subscribe, get some better grades. Just thank you so much. 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 Thank you so much, J Cookies. I like your name. Do you like cookies? How did you come up with that name? Are you a lover for cookies or something like that? Kwani skuru ndio Igor?
Nilifunguliwa mama. Mama ikiwa serious. Mko
Tara! Please tell your favorite calf on edit. I love you girls. Ajita, Jiprangla, I'm back from school. Tara! Tell us an update. Yesterday we waited for you. We waited for you. We waited for you, Tara. Tara. Peter wanted an update. Chris is also in the live. They want an update. They want an update. I miss you. My fingers are still think. Guardian, you're getting blocked because this is not it. Nope, I love K-pop, so I just put the name related to one idol. Oh, okay. Makes sense. Okay, I thought you loved cookies. Hi, Deepak. How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Si walikuja hapa ile siku. Ile iko watu ambao. Ilikuwa
mimi nisikia niko na miti na dua miti.
Alright, what happened today? Please do, Tara. That's the update you're waiting for. Peter said we yesterday went live so that I can give them the update what you said the previous day. So today I'm sure if Peter does not join, she's gonna need the update also. When she's joining, she'll want the update. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Na sijana pia kulikuwa na watu kwa board. Si watu walikuwa kwa sijui ilikuwa. Sijui najua tu walikula chakula. So nikasema watu wakubwa. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Hi A, hi Mary. Thank you so much. Na ndio niko na maji hivi leo. Your sweater looks so comfy. Mila, it is very comfy. It is Mary. Hi. Do you know Indian? I don't. Sorry. But I'm sure there's someone who knows Indian. Hannah, hi. How are you? Anna, I've missed you. Mila, welcome. It's Hannah. I know. Can you sing, please? Sarah, you always saying I should sing. Stuck in this. See at is kuli juice. Si sai, takula baadaye. Jinsi, you're back. You're Indian. Good. There's some Indians here. Lots of them. See at sina niko na brush. Is Peter here? She's not. But let's give her around 20 minutes or 30 minutes. She usually joins around this time. You'll see her. I'm also Indian. Oh, you see. Today I went to school. At first he was like ignoring me. Of course he has nice ego. And then when I went on to him and asked what happened, you're crying to me. I was MAS. Of course I told him, aren't you gonna apologize? Can you say namaste? Namaste. Is it done like that? Did he apologize? But we told you should not go. Did he say that he was cheating? I was going yes water in Saturday. What is that? 2 years water. Where is years water, Hannah? You found a K-pop group to you to react to their songs. Like which one? I found. Oh, you did. Yes, it's nice. It's nice. I would have genuinely thought you liked the word cookies. Hi, Margaret. It's okay, Mary. It's okay. It's okay. For me to react to their songs, I can't. I told you about it in the last live, Hannah. Hannah, I've since you joined, I've had 2 live sessions. So not gonna lie, my mind is not like that great at capturing where Yes Water is. Hi Watermelon, you're back. It's named after Baby Monster in Abu Dhabi. Oh yes, you did tell me. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. How was it? Oh yes, it was the water park. Oh yeah. I've had 2 live sessions after that. Imagine. So I'm sorry for that. I remembered. He did not apologize and he agreed. He cheated on me with my friend, not so close, but she's like a very good friend. She was nice and she now turned her back on me and the girl team is now targeting me. I'm so sorry about that. I'm so sorry about it. I'm so sorry. And they keep looking at me like crudely. You know what? Every time you're gonna meet them, I want you to assume that, they're speaking in a language that you cannot understand. So they just don't mind them. Just don't mind them. Mary, bye. Ah, it's okay. It's okay. It was just a short live, but I think you've not turned on your notification. That's the reason why you cannot see it. And you told me to pay. I didn't, and today was a good day. What are you paying for? Tara, no. What are you paying for? Oh, Mary's here. Yeah. Mary's here. Mary's here. How was Yazwater? How was Yazwater, Hannah? How was it? Was it enjoyable? How was it? Did you have fun? Eh? Ano unasumbuka sana. Chani. Head. Sina earphones. Eh. Zinaweza connect. Juu sasa unakaa ni kama umesumbuka. Earphones zako ziko wapi? It was amazing. Merry Christmas. J Cookies, why are you telling us Merry Christmas though? Why are you telling us Merry Christmas? You told me to... Tara, that's abnormal. God, that's crazy. Why are you paying to break up? Wait, why are you paying to break up? I went with my cousin. Oh, I love family dates and everything. But if you're going to bring a friend, it's boring alone. Oh, I understand you. But I think if you do things alone, sometimes it's gonna work out for your favor, or is it not? Is it not? Thank you so much, Majid. Maxud, something like that. I'm sorry about that. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. I'm Muhammad. Muhammad, you're welcome. By the way, is your best friend. She's not here. Tara, can you make friends? Can you make there, I guess. Oh yeah, you can. Actually, you can. You can make friends there. So if you go alone, it's not like it's a bad like it's between life and death and everything. You can definitely survive. Okay, it is more fun to go with someone that you know, but if you don't, it's okay if you go with someone. You're lagging. I'm not. My mind was lagging. It's okay, J Cookies. Welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. For joining for the first time. back to you guys. Mbona iconnect Nyamira? Ngale nione. Thank you so much for the active lunch and good culture to watch your life. I can finish it. It's okay, darling. I'll tell Peter on Chrissy and who was that in the live again? I'll tell them the update. But you should not be paying money. Why should you be paying money? I don't get it. Why the hell did he have you paying money? What are you doing? What happened to the story? So, Tara is 13 years old. We start with that. Tara, what Tara should say herself. If Tara is on the toilet, if Tara is in the live, let her tell herself what happened. Her story is interesting. Her story is interesting. Why Night Glow? Were you in 2 days live before? I think. Her boyfriend. She's 13. She's in the US. She has a boyfriend. When she was asking for that, is watching. It's okay. The boyfriend is watching 18 plus videos. So she was asking, she break up with him or what? So people told her, obviously wait for you definitely. I can't tell you. Wait, what? Now? Can you hear me right now? Can you hear me right now? Can you hear me? Yes. Oh, okay. Sorry. So let me tell you what happened. So Tara is 13 years old. She's in the US and then she has a boyfriend at 13 years. But now the boyfriend is watching 18 plus videos. You understand what I mean by that because I cannot say those words. So what happened is that Tara was asking for advice. Is it okay that she should jump him or anything and anything? So we were like, obviously at 13 you should not be even having a boyfriend, and she was saying she doesn't even have friends, yada yada. So she was saying, what should I be doing at this age? And then we were telling her to, you know what, to dump him, because what is she doing with her boyfriend at that age? You know, ini left ingine ni right yako ni gani? So eka hivi umeka. So we were telling her to, you know, what is she doing with the guy? Because she's 13, she should be thinking about other things, you know, things like those ones, things like makeup, school, and so on and so on. So you're advising her to, you know, dump him. So she said she's gonna dump him and then come back and tell us. Now she has told us what has happened after she has dumped us. So she has said that the guy was like, you know, she had cheated and he was not sorry about it, you know, things like those. And then he's saying that he should pay her because for breaking up with him, you know. And then now I don't think she has friends in her school, so she's complaining about that. She's complaining about that her friends are not talking to her. So she's saying her girl team, she's in a team, obviously they are looking at her rudely. So that's the update that she was giving us. We will wait for you. Yes. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. Hi, hi, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. All of you can hear me well, right? Exactly. So you see, she's just a baby. She's just a baby. 1 minute. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Yes, Night Glow. That's why we were telling her at 13 you shouldn't be having like a boyfriend, you know. Because why do you have a boyfriend at 13? You should be thinking about makeup, outfits, and everything. And then she was telling us her friends have boyfriends, so she's having a boyfriend because her friends have boyfriends, and you know, peer pressure and everything. So we were trying to tell her she's just too young. She's just too young. She's just literally a baby. She's literally a baby. Hi Apur, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Yes. Too young to experience such a toxic relation. Exactly. And then she was saying it's normal for people to have boyfriends over there where she is. So I was like, you know, in Kenya we are blessed for that. We don't have those things. We don't have those things because as we're getting boyfriends, I don't know what age we are at. Thank you so much for joining. Wait, I just got your WhatsApp. Dick, your name is weird. I'm not gonna say it out loud again. Just give me another name. No, I'm not saying it out loud. We're advising a 13-year-old who has a boyfriend and then the boyfriend is watching PG-rated movie videos, and so yeah, we're telling her to ditch him because life is too short. Lol, his name is exactly Night Glow. So I'm like, I'm not doing that. Kinsey, you're back. Thank you. You see, we held down the fort for you. We are here. We are here. We are here until 1 hour ends again. We are here for another 1 hour. What do you mean? We are here. We are still here. We're ending the live at 1. Don't worry about it. Thank you so much for joining for the first time. Make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. I've said I'm not mentioning his name again. Just to give me, or I should say D. No. Shita is better, right? Thank you so much. So we're advising this 13-year-old, and then everything is like, you shouldn't be doing all that. What time is it at yours? It's 11:45 a.m. So you're ending the live at 12:30-ish. That's right. So we still have time. We still have time. Kinsey, you're welcome. Thank you so much. Someone should check and see how many subscribers we are at right now. Is that okay? Someone should check and see how many subscribers we are at right now. How many subscribers are we? I said when I hitting 4K, we're getting cake. Can you sing? Let me sing. Kungoja kuliko chaya sakumi. Mine is 2:45. My school ended at 1. I envy people whose school end at midday. As our school ends at 5 every time, 8 to 5, or even earlier, 6 to 5 or whichever. Our school don't end that early. If it's 2:45, I'm ending at 3:30. Wow, that's long. I know. We are in school for 8 hours plus. We're in school for long. When we go to school, we get down to business. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. When do you usually do your lives? Every day at this time, I'm usually alive. At 10, apart from on weekends. On weekends, I go live in the evening. Because in the evening is when you get majority of the people there. Yeah, so I'm catching up. Every day, there are some people join every day. But there's some people can't join every day. So we do it on a weekend. On a weekend, we do from maybe 5. Yeah. Right now, it's 11:46 in my place. So, like today, I started my live 1 hour ago. So, you see, I've been in live for a minute. But when you come, you just think I've joined the live right now. When your weekends, my time is 5. So, I don't know your time is. Let's do 11, 12, 1, 2. So far, I'm 4 hours ahead of you. So, if it's 5, it's 9 your time. It's 9 p.m. your time. 9 p.m. your time. So, on Saturday, it's 9 p.m. 9, 10-ish there. But on other days, it's during the day. You've gotten it, Night Glow. Thank you so much. Rosemary, you're looking African. I'm African, born and raised in Africa. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Someone should check and see how many subscribers we are at right now. We're moving. I'm actually happy today. I did ding dong ditch today and got cheered. What is that? Forgive my Africanness, but what is that? What is ding dong ditch? Explain to us. Is it like a game? What is it? Hi, Heidi. How are you doing? Thank you so much. Yes, I know you said it's ding dong ditch, but what is that? Like push the door and run away at school. Oh, okay. We don't have that. I'm sorry, we don't have that here. We don't. I'm sorry, we don't. I'm good, Heidi. I'm good. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure you subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from Mahemo. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from Mahemo. If you're typing in another language, my phone is automatically translating from that to English. So it's saying gang and land. What's that? Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, do you wear makeup? Let me tell you, the only makeup I actively do is lipstick. It's a red lip, does wonders for me, and then maybe my eyebrows. I do makeup, but not every time. But my everywhere is lip gloss. Like right now, it has just ended. I'll reapply in a few minutes, but that's it basically. I don't do makeup like heavily and intensively like that. Not because I don't want to, because I don't know how to. But once I get the crack of it, I'll be doing it every single time. It's because I don't know how to. And I've practiced, but I've only gotten to my eyebrows, blending my foundation. I don't even know how to set my concealer. I don't know how to put mascara on. But once I get down to it, I'll get down to business. For sure, for sure. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Alimon, thank you so much. Hi, how are you doing? I love makeup. I also love makeup. Oh my goodness, I love makeup. And I love how it sits on people. My God, a well-beat face, that's art. A well-beat face, that's art. I love that. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. I noticed that after I remove my makeup, I look better. So I think the problem, let me get this straight. Makeup is not supposed to drastically change you. You literally have to know how to beat your face. One trick I learned, makeup can look different in other people's face. And Malati in the building. So I want you to understand this. Makeup is not supposed to make you look very different. It's supposed to enhance your beauty. So whatever works for you might not work for me, you know. Like for me, I want to hide, let's say, like you see here, I'm a bit darker. My mouth region, I'm a bit darker. And then my eye region, I'm a bit darker, you see. So I would use a color corrector, an orange color corrector, so that I blend my face to look like exactly like this. You see here, I'm browner. You're getting here, I'm lighter. So I would want here to look the same as here. So the trick with makeup is to find what works for you, realistically speaking, what works for your body, and continue practicing and, you know, enhancing it every time. So if you're putting a lot of products and then you have not, and also another trick is blending out things. You have to let a product sit, do a very good skin prep, apply sunscreen, and do all those things, like, you know, prep your skin, moisturize, and then add sunscreen, and then do makeup, and then start small as you're building, because you know you're adding a lot of products in buying. And also another thing that I know that works is underpainting. So start with the others, like bronzer, so that you can add small foundation on top. You're not overdoing. So start with bronzer, start with concealer, those things that you normally get on top. And another trick is that set your face every step that you're going, so that you are it sets well, you know. Exactly. That makes sense. Malati, you're telling the truth. Yes. Is that your real hair color? No, I dyed my hair. This is not my hair color. My real hair color is black. I have dyed color. I don't have. This is not my real hair color. Night glow. Amber. Taylor, yes. Taylor, I've not seen you for a minute. I do remember you. Roblox, you know, Stray Kids, you look so beautiful. Thank you so much. I don't know Stray Kids, but there's some strays here. Strays in the building. They're here. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in. Hi, Kay. Greetings from Mexico. We love that. We love that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining. Saludos desde Mexico. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure you subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. So, Taylor, I've not seen you for long. I've not seen you for long. I was wondering, where's my girl? Where's my girl at? Where's my girl at? It's been a minute. It's been a very hot minute. I only saw you like twice and then you've disappeared. And then I've had like 10 sessions ever since. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. If you're joining, subscribe, like, and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Someone subscribed and then they unsubscribed. Yo, that's crazy. That's bollocks. How can you subscribe then unsubscribe? Guys, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Watermelon. So between Stray Kids and Katsai is better. We're gonna have this convo, and I don't think any one of us will win it. I think it's just about preference. So no one is better than the other. Can I say that? Or I'm not eligible to comment things like those because I've not watched any of them. I think it's okay to like them both and not compare them both. Or I just tore my skirt. Crazy. My skirt just popped. Thank you so much for joining. Thanks so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. You know, Kasai, no. Beep, 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 beep. We've had it all. Watermelon. Please do an ASMR of doing what? Of unbox. I talk too much. It won't be an ASMR. I'm gonna talk something. I'm not creative like that. I wish I'm not creative like that. Watermelon, we've had lots of things here. We've had chickens, we've had a lot of things. So you just have to concentrate on me, and then the rest is just noise. Anything. I talk too much. There's no time my mouth is closed. No, I'm saying like I can't do an ASMR because an ASMR requires me to be doing things like this. You know, things like this. So I can't do things like this. I'll have to talk. You've gotten my point now. I'm not saying like it's a bad thing. I'm saying it's a good thing. I love it. I talk more than you. Clock it. We love yappers. So you yap also. Yeah, I don't think I can do it. I did try to do an ASMR and I ended up talking the entire time. So because there's something that I would want to get. Yeah, I have water blisters on my fingers. What are water blisters? How did you get them? Watermelon. I really yap so much. It's okay, River. It's okay. We love yappers. I don't understand how people can shut up for even 1 hour. You see, once I'm done talking here, once I'm done with the live session, I'm just gonna be quiet for around 30 minutes and then start talking again. I'm recharging for 30 minutes. Peter! You see, Peter is back. Tara has already told us an update, Peter. We are giving it to you right now. Just in a minute. Welcome back. Peter, make sure to like this live. What is a water blister? Exactly, Watermelon. What is a water blister? A mosquito bite. Too much scratching. Also, when a mosquito bites you, when you scratch too much, you get a water blister. I would have thought a water blister is when you've been burnt by a hot liquid. Shocker. So the blister that formed, like, sorry, I was late, I had to go to a family dinner. It's okay, Peter. We've been holding down the fort for you. A pimple full of liquid and it's only grows. Yes, that's why I said that if you're getting like, you've gotten my point, right? If you've been burnt by a liquid that forms, yeah, but not like by a mosquito. A mosquito, it does not have a water blister. Mosquitoes are painful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. And the only solution is to pop it. Yes, that is painful. So if you get like burnt with hot liquid or hot water specifically, it's okay. I wrote my app homework is. I wrote up my homework is. I only have 2 left. What are you saying? I'm sorry, I don't understand. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Peter, so update. Tara has come back. Oh, you wrote all your homeworks. You only have 2 left. Okay. Congratulations. Do you have school tomorrow? Do you live Kesego? I live in Kenya. Thank you so much, Peter. So the update about Tara is Tara said she went to school today. Oh, she went to school and then the guy wanted Tara to pay for breaking up with him, and then the guy had cheated with a friend of us. She's not a close friend, but she's a good friend. She's a nice friend. But now the entire girls team are looking at her weird, meaning rudely. Yeah, that's the update. I've already summarized it. If you did not join today's live, I would have written it down so that I can tell you the next time I'm seeing you, because I know you are very intrigued about the information. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure subscribe and like. Kesego, I'm 18 years and above. That's the reason why I can hold a live session. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Also, someone should go and check and tell me how many subscribers we are at right now. Someone subscribed and then unsubscribed. How mean can you be? I thought Tara's boyfriend beef was left in the past, but she was telling us an update. When you had yesterday when I was telling you the update, it was from the day before. You get when you had left Tara in the live session with me. But now she has come and told us she went and confronted the guy, and then the guy was like, yeah, hello Mohammed, how are you doing? Thank you so much. So I had to give you the updates up to right now. She's also left the live. How did she find out he was cheating? She didn't tell you in the other live session. I thought she had said in the other live session that she's suspecting him of cheating or something like that. Oh, no. I'm sorry. I remember what happened. You had left earlier. So she said that when she had said that she wanted to break up with him, the guy was like, you know what? I've also been cheating on you, and so on and so on. So Tara was like, I don't even care. So I'm going to confront him tomorrow in school to see if it is the truth. He has been cheating on me, or he's just saying that because of anger. Elaine, thank you so much for joining. Hi, how are you doing? Thank you so much for stopping by. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. So when she went to school, the guy said yes, she has been cheating, with now a close friend of Tara's. Not like very extremely close, but someone that she said she was nice. Yeah. So it's crazy. It is crazy. It is extremely crazy. Tag along. Thank you so much. DHM, thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Elilane is not subscribed. DHM is not subscribed. They have not also liked the live. How are you, my queen? I'm fine. How are you? Subscribe, like. You guys have not subscribed. You're not liking. I know you have not subscribed. I know. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. So 30 minutes until we end the live session. Is that not good enough time? That's good enough time. But she said she'll come back if she finishes eating dinner or something. That was around 20 minutes ago. I don't know how long it takes to eat dinner. But I could have set up my camera like this and be eating dinner. Oh, no, now you can't do that because you guys need to be texting me. Yeah, I get your point. It's not like me, I can continue eating and talking at the same time. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Guys, I need all of you to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. 30 minutes. We have 30 minutes. We have 30 minutes. 30 minutes is like enough time, right? For us to get our groove going on, is it not? Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and say Indian Ranjula. Indian. Are you Indian? Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Oh, I've almost started eating my own words. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Guys, I love how we are moving. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe. Where are you from? I'm from Kenya, Ranjula. Are you from Oh, you're from India. Oh, you're Indian. There's a difference, you know. You being from India and Indian. Indian is a country, like I'm Kenyan, but I'm from Kenya. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ranjula. Ranjula, you've not liked the live and you've not subscribed. Have you done either? You have not subscribed and you've not liked the live. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, you should subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, you should subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. 30 more minutes. I love doing this. I love doing this. I love. I love. I love this, the quantity of nails. You guys should also tell me what nail color I should do next. I'm due for my appointment in 2 weeks. Yeah, in 1, 2. It is in 3 weeks. When did I have my braces done? It's in 2 weeks. It's in 2 weeks. So let next week Friday end. That is 3 weeks. I had my appointment on a Monday. I had my appointment on 13th. No? Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. 1 minute, I see when I had my appointment. I'm back. I had my appointment on 20th. I'm supposed to go between 4 and 6 weeks. So 20th, 27th, 1 week. So this is 2 weeks of me with braces. Peter. It's okay. Can you hear me, Peter? Peter, am I audible? 2027, 1 week, 27 to 30 to 3 weeks. 1, 2. Next week on Monday will be 3, 4, 5. I'm supposed to go on 29th for my appointment. 7 to 29, that is 1, 2, 3. It's 3 weeks. It's okay. I can hear perfectly fine. Thank you so much, Peter. Yeah, that was the update. That was generally the update. I don't know if there is anyone else that needs to be advised, but Chrissy was here asking how she can get more subscribers. Today we didn't have many people who had issues on, relationships and shit, but everyone was interested in Tara's issues. Everyone is interested. They were like, no, she shouldn't be dating. Stephen Jr., thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe. Someone should go and pinch my nose and pinch my ears and tell me how many subscribers we are at right now. Tell me how many subscribers we are at right now. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining the live for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. And also tell me nails that I can put on my hands. My appointment is on 29th. That is almost 2 months after. That is 2 months after I made my nails. I'm crazy, but we're gonna wait until then, because what are we gonna? I'm apparently doing my sister's skipping rope because I feel fat and I just came back from dinner. Why are you feeling fat? Okay, Peter, here is something that I learned. I don't think it's true, but you can practice it, like what I do. You'll see me on live sessions with drinking water, right? So I eat a heavy meal in my breakfast. I don't like skipping breakfast, not gonna lie, but I don't like taking dinner. So I eat a very heavy meal during my breakfast, and then I join live session, or during the day I'll be drinking a lot of water. You see, this is around 2 liters. I'll be drinking a lot of water, and see where I am right now. I'm at 700 mark, 700 ml, so 0.7 ml since I started the live session. So what you can do is that you should eat a very light dinner, but now emphasize on during the day eating very heavily, because during the day you are, yes, I know, during the day you are active, you're doing a lot of things, you're moving here and about, you're very active. So focus on eating more during the day rather than at night. At night, you are essentially, your body's trying to shut down, so you shouldn't eat more. Also, something that I learned is that when you're waking up in the morning, start with a glass of water, so that if you don't like drinking water, you start with a glass of maybe warm water, and then wait 30 minutes and then eat, and then continue drinking your water. So a trick that worked for me is that every time I just have either a bottle or a cup full of water. So I'm not drinking in one sip, like I'm drinking small. But if you can drink in one sip, a trick that would work for you is 500, because you're hitting 2 liters per day, supposed to eat 2 liters per day. You should drink 500 ml in the morning, and then eat your food, and then 500 ml, and then eat your food. That is 1 liter, and then drink another 500 ml, and then drink another 500 ml before you sleep, right? Like that, because that makes a lot of sense. Or just be drinking like small, like me, small. I don't sit down and drink once. It's apart from in the morning. Okay. I like cold water, but lately I haven't been feeling thirsty. That's something to be worried about. If you like water and then you've not been feeling thirsty, yeah, it is. Or you can try drinking warm water. I also don't like warm water, but I have one warm water in the morning with chia seeds. Early in the morning, the first thing that I wake up and do is have warm water with chia seeds, a full cup with chia seeds, and then start my day. Chia seeds is good when you on an empty stomach. You won't feel as fat. And also another thing that I read on the internet, I don't know if it's true, when you're having junk food, try to drink warm water before and warm water after, like, or during your. So this is crazy, but if you're having pizza, it makes sense if you're having pizza with a cold drink. So it takes a lot of time for it to be digested, and it does not smoothen in digestion. You see how Chinese people and other people that eat hot meals, their food is oily, but they don't get fat. Then they give you hot liquids when you're eating their pork bellies, their whatever. I saw this one from someone and it made sense. They say that they give you, when you're going to a Chinese restaurant or those other, not fast food, they give you hot drinks. They give you like tea before, chamomile tea or something before, so you eat, and then when you continue eating, they're giving you hot drinks, so that if it's hot and then the food is oily, it helps in digestion. So you're digesting your food as fast as you're eating it, rather than if you are drinking cold water. If you're drinking cold, the cold just go and clog the fat. So the fat in the junk, it's like it's just staying there and it's being absorbed, all of it. But if you're drinking hot liquids, it's being like it can be easily digested in the body. Does it make sense? I don't know. I'm trying to see. I'll see today, because I'm having junk today. I'll see if it makes sense. I'm having junk, and then I have a bottle of pineapple tea, but it doesn't have sugar in it. I drink warm water once a week, so I get my throat cleared out. You can be drinking every day in the morning. Can I say the village? What for? Are you giving me money? Alexi. When I go to a Chinese restaurant, they usually give me warm water instead of cold water. Exactly. Exactly. That's the reason why they give you warm water. Because warm water helps in like digesting and making the fat. Because Chinese people eat a lot of fat. They eat a lot of, and then if you notice, Chinese have their skin is cleared out. They think about gut health so much. They eat a lot of probiotics, kimchi, and all those things. Mayok, you're welcome back. Thank you so much, Mayok. So I think that makes sense. I'll try and do that for some time. So instead of having like this with soda, I'll have it with cold, with warm water, warm tea with no sugar. My goodness, but we'll see today if it makes sense, so you don't end up feeling very bloated. And also I would advise for you to stop eating a lot of sweets in the evening, like something, even if you're a sweet tooth like me. I'm a diehard sweet tooth person. Sugar enhances your weight, like you add a lot of weight. Mayok, just don't mind about the background. Don't mind. We've had a lot of things in the background. We've had chickens. We've had a lot of things. The secret of Chinese people and other peoples is now exposed by Zongera. What? I know. So again, another thing, don't eat sweets in the evening. I tend to tell people that eat until like 3 hours before bed, and also don't like eat heavily in the evening, because in the evening you're doing nothing. So avoid the sweet tooth kind of thing. So if you want sweets, maybe have them during the day when you're walking, but not if you start the day by eating healthy and eating heavily. By healthy, I mean if you're having, let's say, balance your food. So if you're having, let's say, rice, you're not a sweet tooth. I am a sweet tooth very much. So if you're having, like, let's say, rice, chicken, and maybe say broccoli in the morning, this meal is gonna take you some time. Most of the time when you're craving sweets, it's not because you are hungry. It's because you are hungry. Now your body needs a lot of sugar, so it needs sugar to process it. But you see, like me, I had chapati in the morning, and then I had some greens, and then I had some sausages there, a sausage stew there. So this one is taking me during the day. So I'm not hungry right now. I'm feeling thirsty because the sugar is being processed. And then the next meal I'm having, maybe it's around at the next 2 hours, which is around at 2 something. I'll have now my concoction, right? So if I'm having that with my hot drinks, by the time 5 or 7 p.m. is reaching, I'm not that hungry. I can take even a glass of milk or something and just sleep through the night, because at night you don't need a lot of heavy food to eat. Chinese eat a lot during the day, but not at night. I don't like sweets. Good for you. I don't know how you look so pretty. Lots of water. Not gonna lie. Lots of water. I'm not lying. It's okay. You are beauty. Thank you so much, Mayok. Wait, Zongera, I'll be back for like 10 minutes. I'm going to see you later. Okay. We'll try and hold the fort for 14 minutes. We're here for 14 minutes. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Thrill. Thank you. I hope you have subscribed and liked the channel. You can't be saying you love me and you're not subscribing and liking the channel. Does not make sense. It does not sit well with me. It does not sit well. Thrill, you've not subscribed. You have not subscribed. Why? We have not subscribed. We're ending the live session in 13 minutes or so. That's like enough. I'm from Kenya. Thrill, where are you from? Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe. J Cookies. Yeah, back here. I've not left. I'm still here. I'm still holding the fort. Hi, Isaac. Mala is not in the chat. We're gonna see Mala in the weekend. Mala is not in the chat though. Mala is not in the chat. We're gonna see her in the weekend, Isaac. We're gonna see her in the weekend. Make sure in the weekend you'll be live so that you can troll us more. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Thank you so much for joining. I'm from Northeast India, but I work in Mexico. Good. That's good. That's extremely good. That's like way better. Trust me. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Thank you so much, Thrill. Thank you so much. I was just saying this. I hate that YouTube put that you have to be monetized in 1 year, because if they had left that rule, I would already been monetized. Because I'm at 3.8k watch hours, people have watched my videos. I subscribe. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Thrill. I could have been my watch hours could have been so much, but it's okay. It's okay. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Thank you so much, guys. Wait, what? What just happened? Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Let's see where we are at today. Today makes a lot of sense. Why do you wanna go away from here, my love? Why do you wanna go away from here, my love? Why do you? Are you mad at Thrill? I'm never answering. Oh yeah, I'm not married. When did you come to India? I've not come to India. Or you asking when am I coming to India? When I get my passport and accommodation fixed. Are you gonna pay for my passport, for my visa? Will you pay for my visa, Ranjula? Will you pay for my visa? Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for joining. For the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me. Never. Then probability of me coming has moved from here to here. Ranjulu, is your hair real? This is my natural hair, but this is not my natural hair color. I dyed my hair. I did my hair color. That's not my natural hair color, but this is my natural hair. If that makes sense. Does that make sense? How old are you? Thrill. I'm above 18. That's the reason I can hold a live session. We already established that. Did we not? Did we not establish that? Did we not establish that? Thrill. We already established that. You already established that. You already established that. There's some people I've never been seen in my life. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe, like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like. Okay, you're 25. Good for you. 25 is a good age. I hope just because my age. But if you stroll me, if you If you scroll down to my videos, you can get my real age if you're keen enough. But I'm not gonna say my age. But if you go through my page, you definitely get my age. I just want you guys to work for it a bit. You get what I'm saying? Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me. You look like chocolate? Ranjula, yes. Thank you. I believe I'm a chocolate lover. Thank you so much for joining. You marry me? You have money? Thrill. How can you be proposing like that on a live session? That's crazy. Thrill. I mean, you barely known me. You've just been in my live session once. Maybe it comes. How much money do you have? Average. Ranjula said he's not sending me some chocolate. Average, are you sending me some chocolate? But I'm a girl. It's okay, no problem. Hi, Edith. How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining. Make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure. Hi, Average. Hi, Latasha. Thank you so much. Guys, I need you to subscribe and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Hi, Meha. Oh my goodness, I've missed you. Send me your number. I'll give you money. Just go to my bio and then you'll get my Instagram and text me there. We'll see if you're being serious. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Night Glow. We are still here. 20 more minutes to go. 20 minutes. Okay. Real. Night Glow. We're not going anywhere. 20 more minutes left. Wait a minute. I want you guys to listen to. No, I'll listen to it later and then come back. There's one person who subscribed to the channel and then they were saying, where are you from? I'm from Kenya. Average, where are you from? Average, where are you from? Where are you from? Ooh, France, bougie. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. My gloss is almost over. Just see. What brand is that? Let me show you. This is, but I have glosses that I sell. How will it reach to you? I like being French. Okay. This is Maybelline number 024 lifter gloss. This is a lifter gloss from Maybelline. But I have other glosses that I sell. Night Glow. How will it reach to you? Do you speak Swahili? I do speak Swahili average. But now the problem is that if you're typing in Kiswahili, it's translating. Wait, you sell glosses? Yes, I do sell glosses. I do. Ambakana. Which are they? They are lip oils, and then let me show you an example. They are most of the times the ones that I use. They're lip oils. They don't have like a brand or something like that, but they're lip oils and they're very good. Like this one, it doesn't even have a name. The name has faded. I don't even know what name it is. But it's a lifter gloss. Let me see if I can. This is the only one that I know. I don't sell these ones though. I sell kind of look like these ones. But they're lip oils. Lip oils are very good and then they leave you moisturized. Night gloss. You've seen me so long on my live. Every time on my live, my lips are moisturized and then I stay with my lip gloss most of the time. Is it possible for you to buy? Yes, you can buy it. Where are you located? How can I send it to you? That's the question. The question is, how can I send it to you? I have glosses. They are very nice. They sit for a long time. You see, we are, for the past 1 hour, I've been wearing a different one. I've been wearing, let me see the one I've been wearing. Oh, it's the same as the one that I showed you. I don't know. Is it in Kenya? Yes. Thank you so much, Hannah. If I go there sometime. Ah. What's your name, Shaika? I'm Zipporah. Thank you so much for joining. Now that's the problem. How will I send it to you? But they're very nice. They keep your lips moisturized, you know. I said, as ladies, we should have our lips moisturized and drink our water and mind our own business. Damn. It's in Kenya, obviously, Net Glow. I'm in Kenya. Oh, I thought your name is Ongera. My name is Zipporah Ongera, so Z Ongera, so Zongera. It's okay, it's okay. It's a combination of two of my words just in one. Is there any specific... Not Zootopia, Zongera. It's Zipporah. No, it's not Zootopia. In Malay, it's not Zootopia. Is there any specific shop to buy from in Kenya? There's several shops, but I wish I knew how to keep my throat clean. Darius, you've come back to terrorize us again. Peter is not in the live to tell you advices. There's a specific shop to buy them, but sometimes in those specific shops, you get dupes and everything, and then they leave your lips black. You've gotten my point. My lips are not black. My lips are not chimed. Kinsey, you're welcome back. Ventile. Dor, thank you so much for joining. Chambala, I don't know what you're saying. Darius, just wash it. Just wash. You wanna see me? I want to see you in braids. You're so pretty. Thank you so much. I don't have money to get braids. Nazreen, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. Please tell me if I'm lagging. 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 Oh, okay. Now I'm back. Wait, how do you clean the afros in Kenya? I'm Asian, so I don't have that knowledge. Night Glow. We just wash them with shampoo and conditioner. Our hair is kinky, so also you have to know we have different porosities of hairs. So our hair is kinky. Kinky means that if water touches my hair, it forms like this. It forms like, yeah. I'll try coconut soap. It's all that I got. Coconut soap. You're supposed to use shampoo and then use coconut oil. The craze. There it is. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and... Oh, you don't open it. I'm not being mean. We do open it, not open it per se, but in order for us, we can't run... What do you mean you can't hear me? We do open it, not open it per se, but in order for... You can't hear me. What do you mean? Hannah, you can't hear me. What do you mean you can't hear me? Hannah, are you sure you can't hear me? We do open it, not open it per se, but in order for... You can't hear me. What do you mean? Hannah, you can't hear me. What do you mean you can't hear me? Exactly. So we don't open it per se, but we can't run our fingers through our hair. Our hair forms like this. Hannah, exit and then come back. Exit and then come back. Exit and then come back. Thank you so much for joining, Hannah. But I've been here. What do you mean? So when you ask if we open our afro, we comb our afro, we straighten so that we can run through fingers through, because our hair is kinky. Kinky means that if it touches water, it shrinks. It shrinks into like a ball or something. I know other countries, their hair doesn't shrink like that, but ours, it shrinks like that. So yeah. So when we wash it, we get to the roots. You have to wash from the scalp. So you have to generally just get your hands in there. It's like another massage. You have to get your hands in there. Hi S1, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. So you have to generally get in it, like get a very good massage, because you need fingers to get in and scratch all the dirt from there. You know, dirt forms from here and our hair grows from here, so from here it has to be clean going here. These ones are just supposed to maintain, but there are only 3 people only, I don't know, but we continue. This one is just supposed to be maintained so that it doesn't shed off. This one has already grown. What is going on? I don't know. It's usually 15. Yeah, but Hannah, people come and go. It's okay, it's okay, don't worry. People will come, people will join, people will join. We've had even 30 at a minute and then they've left, and then don't worry about it, don't worry about it. So yeah, so you literally need someone to wash your hair well. You know, this hair, the one that is growing from here, is the one we're supposed to take care of so that it grows longer. So this one has already grown. You're just supposed to maintain it so that it doesn't shed off more. You're getting it? I feel like talking to you is like talking to a friend. Clock it, you know it, Night Glow. This session is like a talk to me, like it's like a FaceTime with you guys. I love sessions like this, not gonna lie. Yes, I still have the nail polish, the yellow nails. I still have. You're gonna see them for the next 3 weeks again. Are men allowed to use hairspray, or is it bad? Anyone can use hairspray. Anyone can use hairspray. You're talking to you, sweet. I'm not gonna say your name because your name is so weird. I told you, Shita. I said you should give me another name. I can't use your first name, please. It's so weird. YouTube can think I'm cussing out someone, but I'm not. It's just a name. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, you should subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, talking to me is like, it's like an epic, right? You guys, but you have to subscribe to my channel so that it can be more epic. Don't you think so? Subscribe, like it, comment. They're only for people. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Night Glow. Yeah, don't worry about it, sweetheart. Well, the amount of people that are in live are the amount of people that I talk to. As long as I'm talking to everyone, thank you so much, Hannah. Thank you. I hope you've understood the whole origin of hair, of African hair. So we just can't go and wash our hair without soap. We have to get into there. Get literally into there. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from, guys. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Good morning, Katsai. Are you coming to South Africa? I would love to, but I have no money right now. So if I start a GoFundMe, would you guys fund me to go to countries? Would you guys fund me? I love Katsai. Thank you so much. I love you. I love you too, Night Glow. This other half is for you. It's for you to join your hand here. So you can screenshot and then join there. Thank you so much. I love curly hair. Yeah. But you also have different types of curly hair. Mine is curly, but it's coily. It's not like this. It's more like this. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. I love Emily. Hi. Mine is like a spring. Yeah, you see, yeah. I'm back. Peter, we've waited for you. We only have around 10 minutes to go, though. 11 minutes. I have straight hair. I envy people who have straight hair. I can't run my hands through my hair. It's impossible. Mine is curly, looks like yours. You know, you're queen, Hannah, if it's a spring, it means that it bounces like this. So it's good, Mine coils like these. Coils. Do a challenge for 100 likes. Which one? How am I getting the 100 likes? Are you magically gonna get 100 people to like my live at the moment? We're only 11 minutes away. Thank you so much, Emily. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe. Try not to laugh challenge. Thank you so much, Hannah. How can I try not to laugh? And my live sessions are like I'm talking to FaceTime. I'm talking to FaceTime to people. Make it make sense. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, guys. We only have 10 minutes to dip. 10 minutes to go and dip. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Today you've been a good sport, a good sport, a good sport. Guys, I hope you have subscribed and liked the channel. I hope you have subscribed and liked the channel. I hope you have subscribed and liked the channel. I hope you have subscribed and liked the channel. Long shot, thank you, thank you. Someone should exit the chat. And did Chrissy and Mala join? Chrissy did join, Mala not yet. I think Mala is in school, so we're gonna see her on the weekends. And subscribe. Thank you so much. I'm from Syria and I live in Saudi Arabia. Girl, you're traveling. I'm from Kenya and I live in Kenya. I know. I live in the same country that I was born in, but my goal is also to travel. I'm from Italy. Is that where you are from originally? I love your outfits you ate. Thank you. I live in India. That's nice. And I study in Italy. Long shot. That's good. I wanna travel to Italy because of the way they say mi amor, things like those and things like this. And then I wanna experience like pizza from an Italian perspective. Yeah. Yeah, pizza. Do you have a job? I'm here and there. I'm hustling. Basically, I'm hustling. Yeah, pizza. I'm from India. Man, I wanna visit India for the food. Yes, go to Rome or Turin. But if I start a GoFundMe, will you fund me? Will you fund me to go to these escapades? Long shot. If it's your first time. Okay, I've been there and it's so much crazy. I've been in Europe. Good for you, yeah. So I should start a GoFundMe, but you already have a PayPal and you guys are not like supporting me in my PayPal. Crazy to think that. Crazy. Okay. Europe, it's okay. What food do you know in Saudi Arabia? I don't. I'm sorry, I don't. Now that you've asked, I don't. Hannah, it's okay. We already read between the lines and knew what you were saying. Rice and chicken. Rice and chicken is general. Emmy, you are French. Thank you so much. Rice and chicken is general, is it not? I'm from and I live in UAE. That's good. That's amazing. What is Jai? I want to understand what is Jai. Nice. Thank you so much, Angelica. Thank you so much for joining, guys. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and send me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Guys, make sure to subscribe and like. Sorry, I misspelled. It's okay. UAE, we understood. You're from UAE. Oh, okay, now that makes sense. Amy, what's your name? My name is Porongera Said Zongera. It's okay. My name is Zongera. So in my left channel, it's called Zongera. It's Porongera. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Guys, make sure to subscribe. Just like you live in Kenya and you're from Kenya. What? I know. I've never been anywhere. 6 minutes to end the live. Do you like potatoes? I do. I like baked potatoes, fried potatoes, any form of potatoes. I'm French. Okay, that's good. You're the best YouTuber. Thank you. Yes. Shita, I can read between the lines. Don't worry about it. I'll get it. Bro, what's that question? He said, do you like potatoes? Yeah. Amy is French. We love French people so much. I love experiencing different cultures. Guys, in these 6 minutes, can we get one of us to like so that we can reach to 30 likes? Is that okay? 30 likes? Is that okay? 30 likes. Hi, Amy, if you're typing in another language, it's translating to English. That's the reason I can read. So some things cannot be directly translated, so they're gonna lose their translation in there. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. 6 minutes? 6 minutes to it? Is that okay? 6 minutes? Thank you so much for joining. Thanks. You are 30 likes. It has not updated on my side. I'm at 30 likes. So can I end the live right now? Do you think we should spend these 6 minutes telling each other, oh bye, oh bye, oh bye, right? Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, your name's so cute. Clocky. Thank you so much. No, we shouldn't end it. Why not? We've been live for the past 2 hours, 6 hours. I don't think I can do 6 hours. I'm not gonna lie. If I do 6 hours, it means I'm speaking for you guys for 2 hours and then the rest I'm not speaking. Or I speak 2 hours, I shut down at 1 hour and then come back again. Like I maybe go take a nap and then come back again. Kinda. We only have like 4 minutes to go. Thank you so much. You'll be seeing this for the next 3 weeks again. Am I removing them? You can do 6 hours. I believe in it. I can do 6 hours, but I will not be talking to 6 hours. Nivi, do you know Tech Emma? I don't know Tech Emma. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. 6 hours, me doing a live stream for 6 hours is okay. But the problem comes as to where I won't be talking for the 6 hours. So I'll leave you guys, do my thing. Da 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 da. Bye bye, Katsaye. Bye bye. See you next time. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. You've gotten my point. So I won't be live actively. Bye bye. Love you. I can do a live for 6 hours, but maybe I'm playing a song or something like that in those lines. Candice, how are you doing? Hi. Nini mbaya? Ah, hapa Yesu. Umechoka kukaaje? Kuketi hivi. Na hata hujakata tu. Oh, unaweza kuwa umekaa 2 hours. Juu mimi nimeenda live 2 hours. Kwako si unakaanga siku mzima? Sorry, I haven't been talking. I don't know what to say. It's okay, Peter. We are almost ending the live. We're 3 minutes ending the live. So thank you so much. Peter, I thought you had left. Peter was still here waiting for us. Candice, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Every time I want to end the live, more people come in. Hannah, you see, we are 10 right now. You see, it doesn't make sense. Every time I want to end the live, people are like, you know what? We don't want to end it. We don't want you to end the live. And then people are joining. And then you are becoming many. I was still here, just wasn't talking. It's okay, Peter. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. This 2 minutes is for us to tell us bye. See you guys. Da, 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 da. Because I usually say bye, 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 and then continue talking bye, bye. Peter, someone is saying that I can do a live for 6 hours. Do you think it's possible? Because I moved from 30 minutes to 1 hour now to 2 hours and so on. Nivi, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Do you think that's possible for me to do a live session for 6 hours? But I don't think I'll be speaking for those 6 hours. I'll speak maybe for 2 and then I'm done. Thank you so much, Candice. How are you doing? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Guys, we're almost ending the live. In 1 minute. In 1 minute. Peter, do you think I can make it 6 hours? I'm waiting for your answer. So if you... Jesus Christ, Nivi, no. We're not doing that here. No. You are ending the live in a very good note and then you are coming here with all your videos. You know what? You deserve to be put in timeout for 24 hours. That's better. I think you should do 3 hours first since you did 2 hours last week. So maybe keep adding, then you can do 6 hours. But today, maybe no. Exactly. Not last week, 2 days before, I did 2 hours. I'm actually hitting 2 hours also today. I'm hitting 2 hours again. I'm hitting 2 hours, Peter. I'm hitting 2 hours. So I think I should be adding and then moving like that. And then I sit one day like this, I do 6 hours. My goodness. my body would be in shock for me to go 6 hours. Six hours, that means it's, if I'm starting at 10, I'm ending at 4. What will I be doing all that time? What will I be doing all that time? What will I be doing all that time? I don't know. 6 hours is a long time though. Yes, exactly. It's time. Maybe it's time. Maybe if I do that, I'm not going live the next day. I'm just, because what will I be doing for 6 hours? That person should give me ideas. Maybe I talk for 2 hours, I take a break for 1 hour, but I'm still online, and then like that, like that, like that, like that. And then I talk for 2 hours and then I take a break. So you know that comprises of 6 hours. So I'm doing 2 hours, break for 1 hour. Yeah. My skincare routine will not take that long, trust me. My skincare will not take that long, Peter. Trust me, trust me. It will not even take 15 minutes. Trust me. Even if I drag it, it will not take 15 minutes. It will not. That's the reason you're in Africa, because I am too. Uzoma, I am in Africa, but I'm in Kenya. Africa is a continent. You already know that. Unless I do like 2 hours and then take a break, and then 2 hours and then take a break. So in the break 1 hour, I'm either not here, I'm literally, I won't be live, guys. I will either go take a nap or do something, or recharge, because it takes a lot of time. Hannah, you're coming when you're ending. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining, guys. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Today we hit 2 hours. Clean. 2 hours. Clean. 2 hours plus a few minutes. Clean. So you see, for 6 hours, it means there are 2 hours that I won't be there. Rakinora, just send it to my PayPal. Maybe 6 hours you can do skincare routine, talk, break, stretch, talk, and show us all your sunglasses that you have. Now you're talking. Now in 6 hours, I can take you everywhere. 6 hours, it means, let me explain for you how 6 hours is long. It means I can do a live stream from here to Nairobi. Nairobi is 6 hours apart. So I talk for 2 hours, take a break for 1 hour, and then talk for 2 hours, and then take a break when I get there. Yeah, I can do a lot in 6 hours. I can do a lot. Or I should go live and show you how I maneuver day to day with one hand. Wash clothes, do this. But now if I do this, I won't be able to talk to you. That's the problem now, you see. That's the problem. Peter, I'll think about it for sure. I'll think about it. That's like a very good challenge. That's like a very good challenge. For me to do 6 hours in one day, it's a very good challenge. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. It would be like a goal to achieve. It would be, as you said, you're gonna start small. So maybe next week we do 3 hours, and then the other week we do 4 hours and see if it's doable. And then the other week we do 5, and then the other week we do 6. So in like a month, you could have reached 6 hours. But I don't think we'll be going live for 6 hours every day. I think maybe on a Friday, we go live for 6 hours continuously. 6 hours continuously on a Friday makes sense. Gracie Lee, we are ending the live. I think that's a challenge I should consider in one of the live sessions. I'll have to consider that, but not right now. Right now, we're still maneuvering the 2 hours grace period. 2 hours is also a lot, because once I finish, my back is always killing me, my body. Yeah. Bye. Yeah. Okay. See you later tomorrow, Graceline. Please. Hannah, we've stayed for 2 hours, my love. I don't think 6 hours in the middle of the week wouldn't be a good, because some people need to go to the school the next day. Well, or maybe we can do at night. For 6 hours at night makes sense. But I'm sorry, I sleep too much. I might want to doze off. I think that I have. Hi, Jesus is the Messiah. You're coming when you're ending the live. We're gonna do this. If you do for 6 hours, it means that we are gonna hit that challenge. Trust me. In one of these sessions, we're gonna go for 6 hours. It's either I'm talking to someone or someone. Yes. If I'm talking to someone, 6 hours is doable. 6 hours is doable if I'm talking to someone else. If it's me and maybe someone, we are talking, and then after that, and then we are coming and looking at you, and then we're talking. The next day we would be sleeping for ages. If you go live for 6 hours, I would also be dead because it won't be. I don't. Maybe YouTube will even reward me for going live for 6 hours. They will just wonder how crazy Zongera is. They will just wonder. It's okay. It's okay. Hi, Summer Jinty. How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe. Thank you so much, Summer Ginty. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much, King. I'm good. How about you? I'm good. I hope you have subscribed and like. You've joined when. Yeah, you should write little notes for your goals, for how long your life would be, and then keep adding in your book. Yeah. I'll probably do that. I do have siblings, and I do have siblings. So it means in the live that I won't be the only one talking. So it'll be like maybe this one joins for 1 hour, the other one joins for like that. Everyone, so like in every 1 hour I talk to this one, and then they go, and then another hour, and then in my do you like Israel, I do like every country in country in the continent. I'm not biased. So and then it will reach a point where I'm like, I need a break, someone else will take over, but I'm not the one who's interviewing, but there's someone else in the live. That makes sense, right? Yeah, I can do that. Today's my birthday. Can you sing me happy birthday song, please? Okay, Labino, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Labino. Happy birthday to you. That's good. Guys, see you guys tomorrow, please. You're welcome. I hope you have subscribed and liked the channel so that you can sing for your happy birthday. In a live of 6 hours, you should come to your E and go to your squad and then play all the games. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Trust me, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. But now you know the problem with the live session is that I'm supposed to be able to communicate with you like this. So if you guys are not communicating back to me, it doesn't make sense. So if I won't be able. If I'm going to Yazwater, I will have other activities to be doing. You're welcome, Labina. I hope you have subscribed and liked the live. So you get my dilemma. These are dreadlocks. Where are you from, if you don't mind me asking? I'm from the UK. Samajinti, I'm from Kenya. Thank you so much for asking. I hope you have subscribed. I hope you have subscribed to the channel. Thank you so much for joining. We've hit 2 hours, 10 minutes, you know. Are you guys aware how amazing you are? I love when I'm setting a goal for 2 hours and then I hit it. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to chill and everything. This is what I'm doing right now. This is what I'm chilling with right now. Thank you so much. That's okay. Can we end the live right now? Thank you so much, Samajinti. Thank you. Can we end the live right now? Is it okay to end the live? Peter, I won't even be able to hold the live session for 6 hours. I myself only. I need help. I need like 3 other people. You say, exactly. That's the problem. I say every time I want to end the live, people are coming back. And it's not okay. Why you don't want me to end the live? What do you want me to be doing here? I need to end the live, guys. Tomorrow we're also having another live session. It's okay. We are still here tomorrow at 10:45. We are still here tomorrow. Because it's fun talking here. Tomorrow we'll have more fun. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Dark Lord, how are you doing? Thank you so much, Dark Lord. Thank you so much. Make sure to subscribe and like. Are you ending? Yes, I'm ending. I'm ending. But subscribe and like so that tomorrow you can join earlier. And make sure when you're subscribing and liking, you are turning on notifications so that you can be notified every time I'm going live. Guys, what do you guys want her to do in the lives? Stain yourself through the skin. They just love this. They just love this connection. They just love it. Peter, they just love. Soon, tomorrow. I've been live for the past 2 hours, Sama. I'm sorry you've just got me right now. I've been live in the past 2 hours. I've missed the fun. Yeah, you have. So make sure to subscribe. And you know what? Subscribe, turn on notifications. You'll be notified every time I go live tomorrow so that you can come right on time. You don't come when we're ending. Is that okay, Dark Lord? Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Pookies. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Are you doing your live for 2 hours tomorrow too? Yeah. 2 hours is doable. 2 hours, yeah. 2 hours. Two hours is something we can do. We can talk. Bye. Have a great day. Have a great day too. Chrissy left a long time ago, but she came back again, but she also left again. Bye bye. See you guys. It's like this. See ya.